So apologies for the noise in the background, there's a clothes dryer running here. So we've got our body blank, and the first thing we've done is we've redrawn on our body shape using our templates. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take it over to the bandsaw, and we're just going to rough out the shape just to take off some of the weight of the body blank, just to make it easier to move around when we start our routing on that. And that'll be our next thing. We'll mark out our neck template, make sure our alignment's okay, mark out our pickups and our bridge position, etc., and all the other fun stuff. But first of all, as we said, over to the bandsaw and take away some of all this extra weight and excess material. So this is our body off the bandsaw now, pretty much roughly shaped out. So what's going to happen now is going to be a lot of routing. So we'll be attaching our template back on. We're going to route out the main shape and get everything all nice and smooth. And then, as we said, we've got our neck and pickup routes. And then of course we've got all the various different routing that we're going to be doing around the edges for our coving and to do all our binding and that. So after lots and lots of glue ups, now it's going to be lots and lots of routing. So we'll get stuck into this now, we'll attach our template and we'll get our main shape finally completely sorted. So we've got our template attached now using a super glue and a masking tape, and we've just set up our router here with a pattern bit, got our extraction on, and we're just going to take a small pass around the top and just take off the top layer just to establish the actual shape. So we'll do that all the way around, so then we can take the template off and use our first cut then as our new reference point for the bearing bit. So as I said, we'll press on ahead now on the first of our many routing jobs. So that's our first pass done with the router, and we've established the body shape all the way around. So we can take off the template now and we can use this ridge that we've routed out as our new template. So as we said, we can take this off now. So now that we've got the top half of the body pretty much completely routed out, we've set up our router table now with our spiral bit, and we're going to use that to trim down the bottom half, just because it's a little bit safer and we're not trying to extend the router too much. So we'll do that now, and then we're going to come back with our mega flush trim bit after this and just buzz the entire surface to clean it up as best we can. So press on ahead with that now. That's our body shape routed out to its final shape, and still a little bit of sanding to do here and there, but because we've several more router operations still to do, we're not going to do any fine sanding just yet. And so next what we have to do is we're going to be cutting out our neck pocket, marking out our pickup pockets, our bridge position. On top of that, we have to do all of our extensive routing that's going to be done around the edges. Get ready for our 2 sets of binding, and we'll have to work on our control panel as well. Other stuff, so lots and lots of routing still to come. So we'll press on ahead now and we'll get ready with our marking out and getting ready to do our interesting work with the sides, I should say. So we'll press on ahead and just see how we get on. So as you just saw, we drilled down a very small bit and routed out a very small neck pocket there just to make sure everything fits, and it does fit nicely. And we're just checking our alignment here with our laser, and we're perfectly down our center line here and hitting our center lines here and going right up the neck. Then we're in the center of our not where we want to be, so the alignment is absolutely fine. That'll be grand. What we're going to do next is, and we'll do this off camera, is we're going to line up our Bigsby and our hardtail bridge and maybe lie our pickups on top, see how everything looks, and we'll decide then exactly what we're going to do, whether we go with the Bigsby or the hardtail or not. And whichever way, we'll come back, we'll be doing some more routing on the neck pocket, so we'll bring you back for that. So just a quick sneak peek of what we're going to do. We're going to use the hardtail bridge, and we've got our pickups here, the kind of Filtertron style that we made. And the reason we're going for the hardtail rather than the Bigsby is because we're going to be cutting such a huge cove all around the back and the sides, and that it would come so far forward. The Bigsby would have to sit a lot far further forward, making it a little bit unusable with the tune-o-matic and that. So we're just going to go with the hardtail bridge, nice and simple, as we said, because the sides are going to start to get very busy looking with the different bindings and with the cove and cut as well. Having a huge big chunk of a block of a Bigsby just wouldn't really work. It'd be a bit too much, I think. So we're going to go ahead with this design. So that means we can now route down our neck down to its final depth, and we don't have to worry about it being angled or anything like that. And with that done, we can then start to mark out our bridge position, our pickups, and then start doing all the rest of the work that's going to happen to the body. As we said, from now on we've got a lot of routing operations to come, then a lot of hand sanding and that. So we'll press on ahead now, but we're really starting to get something looking properly like a guitar now. And so now with our neck pocket ready, we've just put in the 4 ferrules that we're going to be using, and we've just used them to mark out the position of our holes that we're going to drill now for the neck. So we'll drill those out now, and we'll get ready to make sure our alignment is okay again, and then we'll press on through and get ready to drill the neck as well. So that's our neck in place, held nice and securely. So now that we've got that done, we're starting to get something that resembles a guitar. We've got all our hardware and parts here, so that's what's going to come next. Making sure all our hardware goes on, our parts. We'll make sure our string alignment is going to be okay. We'll get our bridge in place, then our pickups, all our controls and all that other good stuff. And then I said we've a lot of router operations to do. All around the body, cutting a large cove all the way around the top, around over on the back, and then doing our 2 sets of bindings. So we'll press on ahead now and we'll start to do a lot of that body work.